Aw, that's kind of adorable, actually. Really, Kirby? Really? How is this even happening? There aren't even any sharks in this game! Alright, anyway, before we begin, preparations complete, let's go! So, Orange Ocean is an area that sticks to the tropical theme more than Ice Cream Islands did. That's not to say it sticks to it completely, but hey, there's plenty of water, and islands, and water, and more islands, and hey, even more water! Okay, so first off, whatever you do, don't enter that door, especially if you plan on keeping the hammer, like, you know, you should be, given there's a secret switch here, because in that room, there's a fan, which doesn't seem too bad at first, but there's actually a very shallow layer of water, which of course is enough to make Kirby go into his swim animation, thus slowing you down and removing almost any of your abilities. Hammer sort of works, but your movement's so sluggish that it's really not worth an attempt to actually fight him, especially since you don't actually get anything out of that fight. It's just like, hey look, fan! If you want, you can get throw. I don't know what that would do for you. There's actually a secret switch in this door. I wasn't here for the maximum tomato. I was just going to smash that metal block. I really want to make a point that I hate those things. Okay, I don't really hate them that much, but you know, I've got to smash something, alright? I got the hammer, what else am I gonna do with it? Aside from lose it a bunch of times anyway. But I do actually want to keep this because I don't want to go back to the arena again. I'm gonna have to go back to the arena again, because there is another secret switch in the next stage. Though, to be fair, you could actually use stone for that last secret switch, because it's not underwater, so you could use stone perfectly fine, and, well, stone just does just as much of a job of smashing the metal... Actually, does it smash metal blocks? I'm pretty sure it would smash metal blocks. I could be wrong on that, but whatever the case may be, bring hammer. Because even if you can use stone, it's not a good ability to use in that, well, not even that section, really. Any part of the stage, it would really inconvenience you. Alright, well, if you'll excuse me... Actually, first, museum. Pah! No. Actually, you know what? Fine, I'll use it. Might be useful for the mini-boss, which I'm gonna go do. Alright, got a better ability. So, this stage, yes, this is the stage where they drop things on you. It's not really that bad of a stage, even to actually keep your ability, but, if you don't know what's coming, yeah, that Scarfy has made me lose my ability plenty of times. Also, if you're not an idiot... Excuse me, Rocky, don't do that. But anyway, if you're not an idiot, slide into that bomb block so that you can actually grab the pep brew, that's what it's called. Ooh! Okay, that was luck. I don't seem to remember that was there, but hey, whatever. It killed itself, killed an enemy for me, and somehow I wasn't in range for it, even though I'm pretty sure I've been that far from it and still gotten hit before. But anyway, here's one where you can use stone, but again, the level does not really support that ability too well. Not convenient for it in the slightest. But anyway, I can finally ditch hammer because we are gonna need... Well, you don't need it in the next stage, but it could be used in the next stage. But I'm not gonna use it. Gonna use high jump instead because, I don't know, I just feel like using it. Doesn't get much use anyway. Probably won't get much use after this. So, actually, yeah, this is a terrible place to put it. I'm actually going to not want any abilities right here. You'll see why in a second. Also, good thing this isn't Kirby's Adventure, because those Scarfies, they normally explode when they're in their little monstrous form that they go into when you try to suck them up. But I believe in Kirby's Adventure they explode no matter what, just as long as you hit them, so yeah, that could damage you. But anyway, yeah, UFO right here, kind of useless because this is pretty much the last leg of the level, but hey, you know, I ran my foot into a Scarfy and then got hit by a Gordo. Those are some really very harsh conditions to live under. Therefore, I think a UFO would make everything better. That Waddle Dee didn't even try. I've seen Waddle Dees jump before. That guy was just lazy. Or maybe suicidal. Boat stage? Boat stage. Yep, I remember the boat stage. You know what? I'm gonna bring in Wheel. Wheel helps for, bonkers, just as long as you don't accidentally kill him like I did. But it can be useful. Actually, it's gonna be useful here, because I'm not planning on actually taking Fireline's ability. You know, I almost did that completely with Wheel, but unfortunately, I kinda got a bit too impatient and ended up getting myself hit, but well. So, boat stage. This is a very short stage, but the secret switch here eluded me for a very, very long time when I was a kid. It's not really that difficult to find, it's just a case of me completely missing something. Also, I would like burning because you need either burning or hammer for this. I don't believe anything else will work. I mean, unless you're lucky enough to get a UFO somehow. You'd have to do that with Mix, but anyway, yes, here's a bonkers out of nowhere. You can't proceed without killing him. So I killed him. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to get hammer, but it doesn't really matter that much, because burning works just fine. Now, if I could just wait a second for that guy to get out of the way... Complete jerk. He's just standing in my way, and he's smiling about it. He's like, ha ha ha, I've inconvenienced you for 4 seconds. Fills me with glee. And also, I hope you and your friends and family all die, because he's a complete dick. Anyway, secret switch. See this hole in the wall? I didn't notice this hole in the wall when I was a kid, so I had no clue where the secret switch was. But of course, that's not all there is to it. You also have to grab this dude right here. Because in this room we have, if I could get into the door, yet another cannon. But while that fire guy is there, that's a bit misleading because, well, the fuse is underwater, so we have to use a laser to reflect off the wall and hit it. Pretty cool. Anyway, that one really isn't bad at all, but if you're bad at noticing holes in the wall, well, I guess you're gonna spend a while trying to find it. Also, yeah, that puts us right pretty much near the end of the stage, actually. Of course, we didn't really skip all that much if you're concerned about that. Again, this is a very, very short stage, so that is pretty much that. Actually, I must admit, I do really like this ship stage. It may be short, but it's actually got a really cool design. Look at that. Got all the topsails and the islands in the background. It just looks pretty neat, especially for a Game Boy Advance game. Well, stage, I wish you weren't so damn short because, well, you looked cool. It's just there's almost no substance to it, and there goes laser. Oh well, more Scarfies dropping out of nowhere. The game really likes to do that at this point, doesn't it? It's just like, hey, you know what would be difficult? Dropping enemies on you from out of nowhere. Kirby, it's 5,000 points. You don't have to spaz out about them. Alright, so, excuse me for a moment. Gonna do this. I've done that. Now, I believe there's nothing else we've unlocked, so let's continue on for the time being. Now, I believe every stage in this level actually has a secret switch. I just can't remember off the top of my head which one this is, but we'll get to it. If I recall correctly, this one should be an easy find. Oh, by the way, hope you don't like the tropical setting too much, because, you might be missing it at this point. Also, grab myself a sword. Oh, I remember this stage. Yeah, I remember where the secret exit is. This section isn't really too bad. You do have to do a bit of work with that laser, though. Not for anything required, but, you know, if you want to grab a couple of extra lives, then, you know, you might as well, right? I mean, you're really gonna need that many lives. I mean, I'm only at 9 at the moment. I could die. Beam is pretty much the only guy that can actually hit that. Again, unless you actually manage to get a UFO in this stage, but I don't even think there's any point to really get a mix ability, is there? I haven't really noticed any, but I haven't really been paying attention. Alright, if you noticed earlier, we broke some blocks, which drops a 1-up, and Beam, you are terrible for hitting guys above me. Most abilities are, but I'd like to point out your inability to do so. Why? I don't know. I want to find faults in it just for the hell of it. I hate you, Beam. You're stupid looking. Okay, now I'm just being unnecessarily mean to the poor power. Sorry, copy ability. That was kind of cruel of me. Anyway, oh look, black square. I wonder if this leads anywhere. Oh, look, it does. Secret switch. Oh, hey, neat. We got the star race. Thank goodness it's not quick draw because I would not be earning any lives from it. Indeed, no precious, precious lives. Actually, to be honest, I just don't like quick draw in general. Not tricking me with that one, game. Because, yeah, it's kind of a waste of time for me. Actually, is this the section? Yeah, this is the section where you need the well, you don't need Parasol, but it helps. Alright, grab this. Remember when I said there was only one use for this little shield at the top of Kirby? Well, this is pretty much it. The Parasol should keep you safe from all these coconuts. That is, if you're not a moron like I am. Wow, I am terrible. Okay, so, note to self. Tiny shields do not help you if you're incompetent. Alright, well, that's that over and done with. We end the stage with yet another one of these sections where it just sort of slopes downwards, we get a few enemies, some coconuts, and that's just about it. And not quite. Well, Kirby, just have your... Oh, I guess he doesn't always have a seizure, it's just one of his few animations. So, anyway, actually first, this. Okay, that was done. So, anyway, remember when I said I hope you don't like the tropical theme too much? Well, this is why. Apparently, the designers were just like, hey, you know what would be awesome? Let's introduce aesthetics from the next world at the end of this world. Yeah, so basically we got this spacey, icy theme that we're going to see a lot of in the coming levels, so there is that, and alas, no more Orange Ocean. I don't know, I thought it was a really nice setting. It looked neat, it was a little that was close. It was a little sunsetty island area, and it was, you know, kind of nice. But I will admit, I actually do like this design. All the last areas look pretty damn cool. This one, of course, included. Oh no. This is one of the most tedious secret switches to get in the game. So, basically, enemies are really fast in this area. I don't know if you noticed, but they are most definitely faster than they normally are, and they are very, very good at ramming themselves into Kirby. So, usual goal is still the same. You gotta light the fuse, you gotta get to the cannon, and that's not too bad as long as the enemies decide to leave you alone more than they normally do. So hopefully I get lucky here and these guys don't ram their faces into mine, because if they do, well, this is gonna take a while. But hey, free one up, so there's that. Okay, look, I know you're up there. Are you really camping at the side of the cliff? You're just up there waiting for Kirby? Really? Damn! Holy crap, that Waddle dude was fucking determined. He fucking moon jumped over. He was like, yes, I'm gonna get Kirby! And man, if this game just had a few more animations, I would just imagine he was punching Kirby in the face. In fact, I want to see that. I hate that Waddle do quite a bit, however, I would like to see a little animation of it just leaping through the sky and punching Kirby in the face. He was a dick, but he was an awesome dick. Anyway, on with the oh wait, first. That went terribly, as per usual. What did you expect? But anyway, last area of Orange Ocean, guys, and after this it's the last world. Alright, down here we actually have a couple of metal blocks. But wait, you say, why didn't you bring a hammer or burning it if you were going to come down here? Well, there is one other thing that can break metal blocks, and that would be UFO. Don't think I mentioned this earlier, but yes, the charge beam can indeed destroy metal blocks. It's not that useful because usually UFO and metal blocks aren't in the same stage. However, it's useful there, so good enough. Now, the unfortunate bit is, this section right after I kill this penguin right here, because I hate him, personally. If I could make it through the door, this section is actually fairly annoying to get through, because there are UFO enemies everywhere. They just float around, and again, very erratic, very hard to hit, even with the UFO ability. Seriously, this guy's got my fucking number. He knows where to go. He knows how to trick me out. I mean, it's not difficult, but damn, did you see that? That AI was a genius. It probably wasn't even that good an AI compared to the possible AIs in the world. However, it was smart enough to basically get itself killed as I destroyed my own ability. Basically, if he had been the only UFO here, I kind of would have just screwed myself out of the ability. Alas, though, there are a ton of them, and in the end, I got lucky and actually killed all of them, so UFO is mine. Now, I believe if you go through the bottom path... Oh, jeez. My god, he threw that bomb in a different arc, at a different angle. That's my only weakness. Okay, now I'm just driving into the dude. My only weakness is angles and me being an idiot and running into the enemies. And wow, I'm doing horrible. I'm pretty sure if you go to the bottom path, you'll actually fight the walrus dude. I think you actually fight two of them. But I generally take this top path. Why? I don't know. These guys are actually kind of a bit more difficult than the walrus dude. But whatever. Now that that's done, I'm just gonna, casually float through here. Casually murder everything. No problem, really. Oh, look, a 1-up. Let me just sit my butt down here and casually grab this. No need to be in a hurry. And through here we have the final Meta Knight ambush. And this one's actually kind of tricky, because you start surrounded, this area is pretty damn cramped, and navigating it is pretty difficult, actually. I mean, I'm having a bit of trouble, and I'm using an ability that can just fly anywhere. This one is tricky, but as per usual, it's not too bad. And of course, as per usual, eating them is just as effective as pretty much anything else. Of course, charging also puts me at a bit of a disadvantage, especially with that guy who's just having a wild old time up there, and to those pitchfork throwy guys, although I think I might have killed all of them. Seriously, that guy's just going to town with that spear, man. I don't know how he didn't just fall over and puke. I mean, I guess he's a robot, so maybe that explains it. Wow, go me. What?! Oh god, UFO, what have I done?! I vowed to keep you to the end of the stage, but I failed you! And I got a terrible bonus! Oh, this is the worst day of my life, which, all things considered, is probably kind of pleasant. But nonetheless, Meta Knight, I blame that on you, so you know what? I'm going to have my revenge, but first I need to heal. So just sit tight, I'm gonna be in the arena for a second. Alright, now I am ready to exact my revenge on you, Meta Knight. For my fallen UFO ability. I will make you pay for your crimes, even though technically it was my fault, but I choose to blame them on you anyway. So, when fighting Meta Knight, you've got no choice but to use sword against him. This is a cool fight, although it's not really that difficult. He can charge at you and block your shots, as well as stab you upwards or downwards, depending on where you are in relation to him. And you probably will get hits if you play like I am, by which I mean if you are just charging recklessly around. But in normal mode, it shouldn't be a problem. See? Gone already. I can't believe we've been tailing him for this entire game, only for him to be kind of anticlimactic, and yet so cool at the same time.